We live in a world where more information exists than ever before, yet most people still struggle financially. It's not because they aren't smart. It's not because they aren't working hard. It's because wealth has never been about information. It's about alignment. Napoleon Hill discovered this in the early 1900s when he studied over 500 of the most successful people of his time: Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison. He wanted to know why certain people became incredibly wealthy and influential, while others, just as intelligent, worked their whole lives with very little to show for it. What Hill uncovered changed everything, and the result was his book, Think and Grow Rich, a book that has transformed millions of lives for nearly a century. Today we're going to break it down, not as a history lesson, but as a roadmap. Because the principles inside this book are not just motivational quotes, they are laws of success. If you apply them consistently, they will work, just like gravity works, no matter who you are or where you're starting. Hill's first discovery was that everything starts with a definite major purpose. Most people live by default. They react to circumstances. They follow the path laid out for them: school, job, retirement, and hope it will lead to happiness. But the wealthy? They live by design. They choose a definite aim for their life and align every decision to that aim. So, let me ask you, what is your definite purpose? Not just make more money, not just quit my job. A clear, emotionally charged vision of the life you are building. Because without this aim, every decision becomes a gamble. With it, every decision becomes either a step toward or away from your vision. Take a moment today to write down in one clear sentence what you are truly working toward. That one sentence will act as a compass for every choice you make going forward. The second discovery was that thoughts are things. This is one of the most radical ideas Hill introduced, and one of the most misunderstood. He wasn't saying that wishing for money makes it magically appear. He was saying that your dominant thoughts, what you dwell on, focus on, and believe, shape the actions you take, and therefore the results you experience. This is why two people with the same resources can create totally different outcomes. One person sees limitation and acts cautiously. The other sees opportunity and takes bold action. The difference isn't luck. It's mindset. And mindset is not passive. It is something you cultivate deliberately. If you wake up thinking about problems, you will act in ways that reinforce them. If you wake up thinking about possibilities, you will start noticing opportunities that were invisible before. This is why Hill recommended autosuggestion, what we now call affirmations or visualization. He instructed readers to read their definite purpose aloud, every morning and every night, with emotion, until it became etched into the subconscious mind. Not because the words themselves have power, but because repeating them with conviction reshapes your identity. You stop being someone who wishes for wealth and start becoming someone who expects wealth, and your actions follow suit. Hill's third discovery was the power of faith and persistence. There's a story in the book about a man who invested in a gold mine. He dug and dug, found nothing, and quit, selling the mine to another prospector. That prospector brought in an engineer, discovered the gold vein just 3 feet from where the first man stopped digging, and became incredibly wealthy. This is why persistence is non-negotiable. You will face resistance. You will face setbacks. You will face moments where it looks like nothing is working. But Hill taught that faith is the antidote. Faith is the ability to keep taking action, even when you don't see immediate results, because you trust that the law of cause and effect is still working behind the scenes. If you plant a seed today, you don't dig it up tomorrow to see if it's growing. You water it. You protect it. You trust it. The same is true of your dreams. The results may not come instantly, but every action is a cause, and every cause will produce an effect. And then there's the power of the mastermind. This might be one of Hill's most misunderstood teachings. He wasn't just talking about networking or collaboration. He was talking about surrounding yourself with people whose thinking expands your own. If everyone around you believes life is just about paying bills until you die, guess what your life will look like? But if you deliberately seek out mentors, peers, and friends who challenge you to think bigger, who believe wealth and freedom are possible, you start to rewire your expectations for what's normal. The right mastermind group can completely transform your trajectory. And if you don't have one right now, you can start with books, podcasts, and channels like this. Voices that feed your mind until the right people show up. So how do you take all of this and put it into action today? First, write down your definite purpose in one clear sentence. Then every morning and evening, read it aloud with energy and belief. Second, spend 5 minutes visualizing yourself already living that purpose. See it in detail, how you wake up, how you spend your day, how it feels. Third, identify one action you can take today, no matter how small, that moves you toward that vision. And finally, be patient. Be persistent. Keep showing up, keep planting seeds, and keep surrounding yourself with people and ideas that fuel your belief. Because wealth doesn't come to those who merely wish for it. It comes to those who expect it, plan for it, and act with purpose day after day until it becomes reality. Your thoughts are seeds. Your actions are water and sunlight. What you choose to plant and nurture is what will eventually grow into your future. If this message resonated with you, hit the like button so more people can discover it. Comment below and tell me, what is your definite purpose? I read every response, and your words might inspire someone else to take their first step. And if you're serious about breaking free from the 9-to-5 and building real wealth, subscribe now. Each week, I share timeless principles like this. Ideas that will help you align your thoughts, actions, and habits with the financial freedom you're working toward. Remember, your future is not an accident. It is built one cause at a time. Start building today.